And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Dropping back, it's well. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, you expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens and it starts to snowball. Momentum is a powerful thing. These are young kids, Jesse, and they got to find a way to swing that momentum.
They've had some tough losses, obviously some key injuries, but they need to win in the worst way possible. They have got to find a way to right the ship.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Creates a little space. There he goes. He's running out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important to their responsibilities.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Welsh. Firing to the right, complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
Intercepted in the first drive into the pick. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, to get jacked up. And you can tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Clemson. A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. To the air, it's Overton. Looking for a huge play. He's got it on the sideline. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. The biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and every turn has them in business.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
Yeah, and this defense, they've got to do a good job. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Welch. Got his hand quickly. Throws it with the stiff arm. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the ground game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. He leaves it with his back. Can't get him to the ground. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. It's complete on the right side. And he'll take it in and pass it.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated. Because right now, they have no answers for this offense.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Overton. Snagged out of the air. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense. The ball falls in.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the 2nd quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here.
Here we go.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Get set.
Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Welsh. Release to the back. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much.